Hello, conversation people. Today we're talking about a cool way to learn grammar called natural grammar. It comes from a very smart teacher named Scott Thornbury. We'll look at how natural grammar makes English learning easier and more fun. Today I'm sharing the lessons from the book Natural Grammar and then a 3-step system to actually use natural grammar in your daily study routine. By the end of this video, you'll know what natural grammar is all about, important lessons from Thornbury's ideas, and 3 easy steps to get better at grammar using the natural grammar approach. Whether you're a teacher or a student, stick around to learn some great tips. So, what is natural grammar? Natural grammar is a way to teach grammar that feels more normal and natural. It was written by Scott Thornbury instead of actually talk. So the main ideas are this. Focus on common language patterns. Learn useful phrases, not just single words. Start with the most important stuff first. Notice how language works instead of just memorizing rules. Use real examples from books, movies, and actual talking. Thornbury thinks this is closer to how we learn our first language as kids. Here are the important lessons from natural grammar. Grammar is all about patterns, not rules. In natural grammar, you can look for patterns in language. Instead of learning a rule about how to use have in a sentence, you might learn phrases like, I've never, or have you ever? When you see these a lot, you start to use them without thinking about the rules. Focus on what's common. Natural grammar teaches the most common patterns first, different from textbooks that teach rare things too early. It's important to notice how language actually works. So instead of learning rules, natural grammar wants you to notice how other people use English. You might look for certain words in a story, or compare how people say things. This helps you figure out grammar on your own. It's important to learn chunks of English. We often use groups of words that go together, like in my opinion or once upon a time. Natural grammar says learning these chunks can help you speak more smoothly. Learn grammar in actual life situations, real situations. It's important to see how grammar is used in real life, the real world. Instead of making up fake sentences, you learn from real books, conversations, and talks. Natural grammar tries to help you speak correctly, but also easily. Teachers might repeat what you say with the right grammar, or help you find your own mistakes. Now, here's a 3-step formula to use the natural improve your English conversation skills. These are things you can do on your own. There's no need to take a class. Step number 1, listen and watch. Read books, listen to podcasts, and watch videos in English. Pay attention to words and phrases that you hear a lot. Write down interesting sayings that you hear. Step number 2, think about what you notice. Look for patterns in the things you wrote down. Try to figure out why people use certain words together. Then, make your own sentences using these patterns. And finally, step number 3, use what you have learned. Try using the new patterns when you talk or write. Find people to practice with. This is practicing with a purpose. Think about how you use grammar and ask for help if you need it. If you follow these 3 steps, you'll start to feel more natural with grammar, just like your own native language. The key is to see and hear a lot of examples. Think about them and then use them yourself. If this sounds like a different way of learning English, you're absolutely right. Scott Thornbury has also come up with something called Dog Me for teaching English. It goes well with natural grammar. Here are the main ideas. Focus on language that comes naturally in your class or in your life. Don't use textbooks too much. Have real conversations with other people. Let students take charge of their learning. So it's more important that you take responsibility for your learning. Don't think, if I take a class with a good teacher, I will get better. You're responsible for learning English, and you're the one that will use the English that you learn. So learn English on your own. Be an independent learner. DogMe tries to make language learning more real and interesting in class. Some people think DogMe might be hard to do in all schools, but many teachers find that some of these ideas make their classes much better. I've been able to use these ideas to make conversational English easier to learn, and the results have been amazing. Like natural grammar, DogMe tries to make learning feel more natural. So here's a great announcement. I'm giving away my well-worn used copy of Natural Grammar.
This contest will run from February 18th to February 25th. The winner will be announced on February 26th.
Just click on the link below to get your chance to win a copy of my used Natural Grammar book. So that's it, Conversation Breakthrough Learners. We've looked at natural grammar and how it can make your learning much easier. By focusing on common patterns and real language use, this way of learning can be more fun and useful than old-style grammar lessons. No need to memorize grammar rules, which you don't need and don't use. Remember, natural grammar doesn't throw out all grammar teaching. It just tries to make it more normal and natural. Whether you're a teacher or a student, give these ideas a try. They will change how you think about grammar. Try the 3-step plan and see how it helps your learning. Leave some comments below if you found this helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more conversation tips. It's Herbert Lee signing off and wishing you great success using natural grammar.